Dímelo mi gente, Marcucci here again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Zcash. And you might be wondering, why am I talking about a coin that's 97% down? It is because privacy coins are making a huge comeback. In the past month, it is actually up almost 200%, right? So it was about $40, right now it's about 116, and I think it could keep running up more. There's a tweet that I saw, it was from Naval. He says, Bitcoin is insurance against fiat, Zcash is insurance against Bitcoin. And if you do not know what Zcash is basically an encrypted electronic cash, the first cryptocurrency to develop zero-knowledge encryption for peer-to-peer payments. So they have some of the features are fair and open. Zcash is accessible and available to anyone with an internet connection. It is private. Zcash employs an end-to-end encryption to protect your rights and privacy. You're in control, secret messages, fast and low fees, and it is self-funded development. So that is really, really important. So if you want to learn a little bit more about Zcash, they have some, related and some good feature articles that you should definitely read, but let's just go over it, store it, spend it, or send it. Zcash is digital currency and a store of value that keeps all your financial information private and in your control. Zcash is a cryptocurrency built to empower economic freedom. It is similar to Bitcoin in its design. In fact, Zcash was created from the original Bitcoin code base, and that's going to be really important just in a little bit. But it is used as a privacy technology that encrypts transaction information and allows users to shield their assets. Zcash was conceived by scientists at MIT, Johns Hopkins, and other respected academic and scientific institutions. You can buy, trade Zcash on most major exchanges like Gemini and Coinbase. If you do buy it on here, I don't know how private it is, right? Coinbase and Gemini have, those wallets that they're going to be sending, and they know what wallet it is, but it is what it is. I just want to mention some of the wallets and some of the wallets that I have seen and a lot of people are really thrilled about. It is Sashi mobile wallet. So Sashi is the easiest way to use Zcash. It is self-custody, Zcash only, shielded wallets that give you a way to send, receive, and spend ZEC or Zcash coin. They also have Y Wallet, Nighthawk, Trezor, Flexa, Unstoppable, Zingo, and VitZig. So these are definitely some wallets that you should look at. There's other, there's blog explorers, analytics, and other stuff like that. So I just want to talk about this interview that they have with Edward Snowden. I'm not going to, go too much into detail about it. We're not going to watch the whole thing. But he says the core flaw with Bitcoin, the largest likelihood for why Bitcoin would fail in the long term is because it is not private. And that is true. Bitcoin is a public distributed ledger that anyone in the world can have access to any wallets here to say. And we mentioned this in the past video, if you haven't seen it, by Aster, where CC talks about, these dark pools that a lot of people want to move a ton of money. Like we're talking about millions, maybe trillions of dollars, right? That people don't even know exist. They want to send it, privately, or they want to buy it privately, right? So this is something definitely to take a look out for that. And Mert basically talks about why he is shilling Zcash. And he basically states a couple points, and we're going to go over them. He says 3 important missions in crypto are market, store value, and privacy and freedom. The last one has been slept on and is about to make a comeback as CBDCs and centralized coins accelerate. And that is true. We have seen a lot of countries that have been trying to create a CBDC. The European Union has mentioned that they want, the digital euro, or the digital, euro to come out. I think they wanted it to happen next year, but I think that has been delayed at least until 2028, 2029. Not sure whether the progress is with that, but yeah, if CBDCs and centralized coins, keep going, we need some privacy coins, much like Monero. And he also mentions Monero. So Monero is a 5 billion coin, and somehow Zcash was below 700 million when I first started talking about it. If we look here, if we look at the market cap right now is 1.92 billion. So yeah, long way to go from the 3 billion, which would put it at what, like a $200, maybe $300 range. So yeah, there's still a huge potential for that. He also talks about here, and this is one of the most important things, is that it is a very old coin, and so the community has been down bad this whole time. It is genuinely passionate about the mission, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So there's this great video that this person, Akshi, he says, what is Zcash? Is a great video. I recommend anyone to watch it. He mentioned this 4 years ago, and how Zcash and the magic about zero knowledge proofs, as well as this small documentary from Zcash Media, which is basically one of their foundations. It's a short mini like documentary where they talk about everything, you know, the Ccash is doing, and they have a lot of developers there that are talking and developing on the project. So yeah, Zcash, you know, it could be the next Monero. I think Monero is what? Monero right now is 5 billion. So it's still a long way to go. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but if privacy coins do start popping up, and you know, crypto is all about, you know, topics or themes or the next big trend. If the trend, and I think this trend should continue for a long time, right? Privacy coins are really useful. Like you see a lot of people that don't want to be tied up with the government, or don't want to be tied up to, you know, anyone seeing what they own, what they have, anything like that. Zcash is definitely something to take into look at. So it could be a hedge if, you know, Bitcoin, you know, doesn't introduce a privacy that people think it can. Zcash is definitely one of the options, as well as Monero and other many privacy coins. So yeah, I think it's definitely so. You should have at least one of these privacy coins in your wallet, as well as you should be using some of these privacy coins to start getting acquainted and see how they do. Oh, something I did not mention is that it follows a tokenomics as Bitcoin, right? So if you go on here, it says what are the tokenomics of Zcash? Just like Bitcoin, Zcash has a fixed supply of 21 million coins. Their inflation schedules are the same too. So that is really good. I personally, I hate giving price predictions, obviously, but if I was to be a betting man, a coin that's down 97% of the time, I think it, you know, it can only go up. Like you have little to, it's like basically servers. Obviously, if you would have bought at $15 to where it's now, you made profits, kudos to you, congratulations. But from the all-time high, it is down 98%. I'm not gonna take that too much into account because it literally like just started right then and there. But yeah, it is down so much, you might as well put in, and it's basically like a lotto pick. Anyways, intrigued to your thoughts, please let me know what you think about the video. And as always, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.